Hello everyone. Today in this episode we are going to discuss about the chapter quadratic equation. First, what is quadratic equation? Any equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation where a not equal to 0. Simply that means highest power of the variable is 2. That means any equation of degree 2 is called quadratic equation. Now why a not equal to 0? What will happen if a is equal to 0? So, if a is equal to 0, then this equation reduced to bx plus c is equal to 0, which is a linear equation. So, in the definition, or if you ask what is quadratic equation, your response will be any equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation. For example, 4x square is equal to 3x. It is an example of quadratic equation because it can be written as 4x square minus 3x is equal to 0, or x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. It is an example of quadratic equation. Now, any number which satisfy the equation is called solution of the quadratic equation or roots of the quadratic equation. So, what is the meaning of root of equation? Any number or any value of the variable which satisfies given equation is called root or solution of corresponding equation. Again I repeat, what is the root of the equation? Any value of the variable which satisfies given equation is called root or solution of the corresponding equation. For example, if I take this one, 4x square is equal to 3x. If x is equal to 0, now see 4 into 0 is equal to 3 into 0, satisfied? So, x is equal to 0 is one of the root of the equation. If we take this example, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0, and if you substitute x is equal to, for example, 2, then 2 square means 4 minus 5 into 2 plus 6, 4 plus 6, 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. So, x is equal to 2 satisfies this equation. So, we can say that x is equal to 2 is one of the root of the quadratic equation. Clear? Just a recap once again. Any equation of the form ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0 is called quadratic equation where a must not equal to 0. Clear? Second thing, if a is equal to 0, then it reduces to the linear equation, and any value which satisfies the equation is called root of the equation or solution of the equation. First topic we are going to discuss in this chapter is how to find solution of a quadratic equation. Now there are three methods. First one is factorization method. Second one is completing the square method, and the last one is by application of formula. Now first we are going to discuss and try to solve as many as problem so that each method is going to very clear to you. We are going to discuss factorization method. We'll take example to explain you factorization first. We are going to discuss factorization method. We'll take several examples to explain you how we find out the solution of a quadratic equation by applying factorization method. X into 2x plus 1 is equal to 6. First we multiply and write the equation in standard form. And what is the standard form? Ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So first x into 2x is equal to 2x square, x into 1, x is equal to 6. Now we will take 6 to this side. So 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now we apply factorization method. You know this is the second term. Quadratic equation. We apply middle term factor. So middle term factor 2 into minus 6. So product is equal to minus 12. And this number plus x, that means it is 1. So we need to break this 12 into two parts such that the difference of those two numbers is 1. So we can take 4 and 3. So 2x square plus 1 can be written as 4 minus 3 into x minus 6 is equal to 0. It implies 2x square plus 4x minus 3x minus 6 is equal to 0. Now from the first two we can take 2x common. If you take 2x common, that will left x here plus 2, and from these two we can take minus 3 common, that will leave x plus 2 within the bracket. This is actually we are applying the middle term factor which you learned in the earlier classes. So if we continue with this, x plus 2 is common from these two and 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now see, product of these two numbers, these two expression is equal to 0. It means that either one of them must be equal to 0. So we can say either x plus 2 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to minus 2, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, or 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to 3 by 2. Therefore, x is equal to minus 2 or 3 by 2 is a solution of the quadratic equation. Clear? So, if any term is given to you, any expression is given to you, you need to simplify it, reduce it to a standard form of quadratic equation, then apply the middle term factor, you will get the 2x linear expression as a product form, and by applying, if the product of two linear expression is equal to 0, that means either one of them must be equal to 0. So x plus 2 is equal to 0 implies x is equal to minus 2, and 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 3 by 2. So we will get the two values of x, or we can say that roots of the corresponding equation. Clear? Now we will take another example. 3x square minus 5x minus 12 is equal to 0. See, the equation already given in the standard form. Square term, linear term, constant is equal to 0. So directly we need to apply the middle term factors. So here product is equal to, product means we need to find out the product of these two. So product is equal to minus 36. This sign indicate which operation we need to apply. So 36 need to divide it into two parts such that their difference is minus 5. So 9, 4, and if you subtract 9 minus 4, you will get 5. Am I clear to you everyone? So 3x square minus 5 can be written as 9 minus 4 into x minus 12 is equal to 0. So 3x square we need to multiply minus 9x minus minus plus 4 into x minus 12 is equal to 0. As usual we need to take the common from the first two terms. So from the first two terms we can take 3x common, x minus 3, and from the last two terms we take 4 common plus 4 common, so you get x minus 3 is equal to 0. It implies x minus 3 and 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Now if the product of two expression is 0, so one of them must be equal to 0. So here we write either x minus 3 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 3, or 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to minus 4 by 3. So x is equal to 3 and x is equal to minus 4 by 3 is a solution of the corresponding quadratic equation. Now let us take another example. X minus 4 square plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. So there are two ways you can solve this problem. First, simple, x minus 4 square is equal to 13 square. You can take this 5 square to the other side. 13 square minus 5 square. 13 square is 169. 5 square is 25. So 169 minus 25. This is 144. So x minus 4 square is equal to 144, and 144 can be written as 12 square. So taking the square root on both sides, you will get x minus 4 is equal to plus minus 12. We know if you take the square root, this plus minus sign will come. So from here we can say that x minus 4 is equal to 12, or x minus 4 is equal to minus 12. So if you take this 4 to the other side, it will become plus 4. So x is equal to 12 plus 4 is equal to 16. Same way, if you take minus 4 to that side, plus 4. So x is equal to minus 12 plus 4, that is equal to minus 8. So x is equal to 16 and x is equal to minus 8 is a solution of this equation. Or you can apply the formula here, a minus b square formula, a square minus 2ab plus b square, then reduce it and write it in the standard form and then apply the middle term factor to get this equation. Now let us take another example. 2x square minus 9x plus 10 is equal to 0 when x belongs to n, when x belongs to n, and second part is given as when x belongs to q. We will discuss this part later on. First, let us discuss and solve this equation. Now here product is equal to 2 into 10. That is product is equal to 20. We need to divide 20 into two parts such that sum of those two parts is equal to 9. So 20 can be divided into 5 and 4 such that sum is 5 plus 4, 9. So we can write it as 2x square minus, in place of 9 we write 5 plus 4 into x plus 10 is equal to 0. Now we open up the bracket, 2x square minus 5x minus plus minus 4x plus 10 is equal to 0. From the first two we can take x common, so we'll get 2x minus 5, and from the last two we can take 2 common, so we'll get 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. We are taking minus common. You need to very careful in this stage. When we are taking minus common, this sign will change. So we'll get x minus 2, 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. Product of these two expression is equal to 0. So we write either x minus 2 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 2, and 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 5 by 2. Now as I told you, we will discuss this part later on. Now see, here we will get two values of x, that is 2 and 5 by 2. So when x is equal to n, so we will take this x is equal to 2 as a solution. So when x belongs to n, x is equal to 2 is solution, because 5 by 2 is not a natural number, and x belongs to q. Q means rational number. So in that case, x is equal to 2 when x belongs to q, x is equal to 2 or 5 by 2 are solution of this quadratic equation. X belongs to q means rational number, 2 is a rational number because 2 can be written as 2 by 1. Definition, you already know the rational number definition is any number which can be expressed in the form of p by q. So p by q, 2 can be written as 2 by 1, 5 by 2 is already a rational number. So depending on this set, given set, we choose or we select the solution which satisfy the given set. If x belongs to n, we'll take x is equal to 2. When x belongs to q, we'll take both the solution. Clear? Let us discuss another problem. X square minus p plus q into x plus pq is equal to 0. First, we open up this bracket. X square minus p into x minus plus minus q into x plus pq is equal to 0. Clear? Now from these two parts we can take x common, so we get x minus p, and from these two parts we need to take minus q common, so we get x minus p is equal to 0. We are taking minus common, so this sign will change such that minus minus we will get plus pq. So from these two terms we will take x minus p as common, x minus q is equal to 0. Product of these two expression is equal to 0. It implies either x minus p is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to p, or x minus q is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to q. So therefore x is equal to p or q are the solution of the given quadratic expression. Let us discuss this problem. 4 root 3 x square plus 5x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. When root terms are there, students find it difficult. It is very simple one. We stick to the basics of middle term factor. We need to find out the product of these two terms. So 4 root 3 product is equal to 4 root 3 into 2 root 3. 4 to the 8. Root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. 24. And I mentioned earlier that this sign indicate you need to subtract those two numbers such that difference is equal to 5. Again I am repeating, 24 needs to divide into two parts such that this difference of those two numbers is equal to 5. So 24 can be divided into 8 into 3, 24, and 8 minus 3 is equal to 5. So 4 root 3 x square plus, in place of 5 we write 8 minus 3 into x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. So 4 root 3 x square, we open up this bracket, plus 8x plus minus 3x minus 2 root 3 is equal to 0. Now from the first two part we can take 4 common, x common, so that will leave root 3x plus 2, and from the last two term root 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. So we can take minus root 3 common. So we are taking minus root 3 common. So 1 root 3 we are already taking common. So root 3 into x. We are taking minus common again. So this will change to plus 2 is equal to 0. Again I am repeating this step. 3. To take that common, we may write 3 as root 3 into root 3. Clear? So see, 1 root 3 is there, 1 root 3 is there. So we can take root 3 as common. So once you take root 3 common, so that will leave 1 root 3 into x here, and we are taking minus common. So this sign will change to plus. 2 is equal to 0. So from here root 3x plus 2, and these two will become 4x minus root 3 is equal to 0. Now product is equal to 0. So we can say either of them will be equal to 0. So root 3x plus 2 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to minus 2 by root 3. And 4x minus root 3 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to root 3 by 4. You can rationalize this term because generally we will not leave the root term in the denominator. So you can rationalize this part by multiplying root 3 with numerator and denominator. So we will get minus 2 root 3 root 3 into root 3, this is equal to minus 2 root 3 by 3. So therefore x is equal to minus 2 root 3 by 3 or root 3 by 4 are the solution of this quadratic equation. Let us take another example. Root 3 into x square plus 10x plus 7 root 3 is equal to 0. So first we find out the product of these two. Root 3 into 7 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is equal to 3. 7 into 3 is equal to 21. Is it clear to everyone? First we need to find out the product. As usual we do it in the middle term. Root 3 into 7 root 3. Root 3 into root 3 is 3 multiplied by 7 is equal to 21. 21 needs to divide it into two parts such that this sign indicates which operation we need to apply. So 21 need to divide it into 7 into 3 such that sum of these two number is equal to 10. So root 3 x square, in place of 10 we write 7 plus 3 into x plus 7 root 3 is equal to 0. Now it implies root 3 x square plus, we open up this bracket, so 7x plus 3x plus 7 root 3 is equal to 0. From these two we can take x common only. So if we take x common, that will leave root 3x plus 7 plus. Now just look at the previous example. Same way we break this 3 into root 3 into root 3 so that we can take root 3 common. If you take root 3 common, that will leave 1 root 3 into x plus 7 is equal to 0. Now from these two terms we can take root 3x plus 7 and x plus root 3 is equal to 0. Now these two expression product is 0. So as usual we write either root 3x plus 7 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to 7 by root 3. Again I advise my student to rationalize this one. So minus 7 root 3 by root 3 into root 3. So minus 7 root 3 by 3 and x plus root 3 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to minus root 3. So we can say x is equal to minus 7 root 3 by 3 and x is equal to minus root 3 are the solution of this quadratic equation. Now let us take another example. X square minus 1 plus root 2 into x plus root 2 is equal to 0. This sum, what we need to do? First multiply these two. So you will get x square minus 1 into x minus x minus plus minus root 2 into x plus root 2 is equal to 0. Now from the first two we can take x common, so that will leave x minus 1, and from the last two we can take minus root 2 common. So we are taking minus common. Be careful, since we are taking minus common, so this sign will change to minus. 1 is equal to 0. So we will get x minus 1, x minus root 2 is equal to 0. So from here we can conclude that either x minus 1 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 1, or x minus root 2 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to root 2. So x is equal to 1 and x is equal to root 2 is a solution of this quadratic equation. Let us take another example. 3x minus 8 by x is equal to 2. First, we need to take the LCM. If you take the LCM, so 3x by 1. So LCM of 1 and x is equal to x. So we'll get 3x square minus 8 is equal to 2. Now apply the cross multiplication. If we apply the cross multiplication, this will become 2 into x, 2x. So we get 3x square minus 8 is equal to 2x. So we arrange in the standard form 3x square term first, then we write the linear term 2x. If we take this to the other side, this will become minus 2x minus 8 is equal to 0. Middle term factor, product of these two numbers, p is equal to minus 3 into 8, 24. 24 needs to be divided into two parts such that difference is equal to 2. So this can be written as 6 and 4. 6 minus 4 is equal to 24. So 3x square minus, in place of 2 we write 6 minus 4 into x minus 8 is equal to 0. So 3x square minus 6x, this minus plus 4 into x minus 8 is equal to 0. So from the first two parts, we'll take 3x common, that will leave x minus 2, and from the last two parts, we'll take 4 common, that will leave x minus 2 is equal to 0. From these two, we can take x minus 2 common, 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, either x minus 2 is equal to 0. So you can say either x minus 2 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to 2. Or 3x plus 4 is equal to 0. It implies x is equal to minus 4 by 3. Am I clear to everyone? I am trying to take as many as example so that once you are solving the equation or the chapter from your book, you will not find any problem. I am taking all sorts of problem that is given in the book so that you will find least difficulty while solving the exercise. Let us take another example. X plus 2 by x plus 3 is equal to 2x minus 3 by 3x minus 7. We apply cross multiplication here. We are going to apply cross multiplication here. So if you apply cross multiplication here, these two will multiply. So x plus 2 multiplied by 3x minus 7 is equal to x plus 3 into 2x minus 3. Now we multiply x into 3x is equal to 3x square, x into minus 7 minus 7x, plus 2 into 3x is plus 6x, 2 into minus 7 is equal to minus 14 is equal to. Same way we multiply here x into 2x, 2x square, x into minus 3, minus 3x, 3 into 2x is equal to plus 6x, plus 3 into minus 3 is equal to minus 9. Clear? We simply multiply applying the distributive law. Now plus 6x plus 6x. Same sign, opposite side, they will cancel each other. Or if you bring it to this side, this will become minus 6, then plus 6 and minus 6 will get cancelled. So it is up to you, either we bring all the terms here and then simplify, or directly you can cancel out. Now see 3x square and 2x square. This 2x square, once we change the side, this will become minus 2x square. 3x square minus 2x square is equal to x square. Minus 7x, when this minus 3x, you change this side, this will become plus 3x. So minus 7x plus 3x is equal to minus 4x. Minus 14 plus 9. We are changing the side. So minus 14 plus 9 is equal to minus 5. We apply the middle term here. 5. Product is 5 into 1. So 5. So that can be written into two parts. 4 and 1. So x square minus 4 can be written as 5 minus 1 into x minus 5 is equal to 0. It implies x square minus 5x minus minus plus x minus 5 is equal to 0. It implies x, you need to take common x from these two. So x minus 5 plus 1, x minus 5 is equal to 0. It implies x minus 5, x plus 1 is equal to 0. From here we can say that either x minus 5 is equal to 0 or x plus 1 is equal to 0. So either x minus 5 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 5, or x plus 1 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to minus 1. So x is equal to 5 and x is equal to minus 1 are two solutions of the given quadratic equation. Let us discuss another problem. X minus 1 by x minus 2 plus x minus 3 by x minus 4 is equal to 3 1 by 3. So this can be written as 3 3 are 9, 1 10. 10 by 3. Now first make it simple. Take the LCM of these two terms. So LCM of these two terms will be x minus 2 into x minus 4. Clear? Simply we need to multiply the denominator. Now if we take the LCM, then this term will become x minus 1 into x minus 4. The way we take the LCM, LCM divided by the denominator, so x minus 2 will get cancelled, x minus 4 will multiply with x minus 1 plus x minus 3 multiply with x minus 2 is equal to 10 by 3. Now first we simplify numerator as well as denominator. So x into x, x square minus 4x minus x minus minus plus 4 plus outside sign is plus, so no need to worry about the sign changes. If outside sign is plus, all the sign remains the same. If it is minus, then we need to change the sign. So x square minus 2x minus 3x minus minus plus 6 by, if we multiply these two, x square minus 4x minus 2x plus 8 is equal to 10 by 3. Now x square, we add the like terms, x square plus x square, 2x square minus 4x minus x minus 5x minus 2x minus 7x minus 3x minus 10x. All are same sign, so we need to add and sign remains the same. So 4 1 5 minus 2 minus 3 minus 5, so we will get minus 10x plus 4 plus 6 plus 10 by x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 10 by 3. Now what I suggest, from here we can take 2 common, and that 2 you can cancel with this 10. You can write 2x square minus 5x plus 5 by x square minus 6x plus 8 is equal to 10 by 3. So 2 1 ja 2 5 ja. If you are not comfortable with this calculation, you can simply cross multiply it. Clear? Now we apply the cross multiplication, so 3 will be multiplied with this, so 3 into x square minus 5x plus 5 is equal to 5 into x square minus 6x plus 8. Now 3x square minus 15x plus 15 is equal to 5x square minus 30x plus 40. Now we'll take all the terms in one side and simplify. So 5x square, if you take this 3x square that side, it will become minus 3x square. So 5x square minus 3x square is equal to 2x square. Minus 30x, if you take minus 50x to the other side, so it will become minus 30 plus 15, that is minus 15x. 40 minus 15, that is 25 is equal to, plus 25 is equal to 0. 25 into 2. Now we apply the middle term factor product. 25 into 2, 50. 50 we need to write it into or divide it into 2 parts such that sum is equal to 15. So 50, 10 and 5 are the two numbers. So we write 2x square minus 10x minus 5x plus 25 is equal to 0. Now I think you are comfortable with the middle term factor, so I just cut down one step here. So from first two term we can take 2x common, so that will become x minus 5, and from the last two we can take minus 5 common. See, here I am taking minus 5 common, so this will change its sign. It will become x minus 5 is equal to 0. So x minus 5, 2x minus 5 is equal to 0. It implies either x minus 5 is equal to 0, it is equal to x is equal to 5, or 2x minus 5 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 5 by 2. So 5 and 5 by 2 are the solutions of the given quadratic equation. Again, I am emphasizing, learn the process. In each and every sum, we are simplifying, trying to reduce it into standard form and then applying the middle term factor. Calculation part you need to be very careful about, because if you make any mistake, you will not get the solution. So cross check your calculation, see the solution, get the idea of how to solve the problem. Now let us solve another problem. Square root of x into x minus 7 is equal to 3 root 2. So first we squaring both sides. If we squaring both sides, this square root will get cancelled. So we get x into x minus 7 is equal to 3 root 2 square. 3 root 2 square is equal to 3 root 2 into 3 root 2. 3 3 are 9, root 2 into root 2, 2. 9 into 2, 18. So, to remove the square root, we first need to square in both sides. Now, multiply x into x, x square minus 7x is equal to 18. Take this 18 to this side, x square minus 7x minus 18 is equal to 0. Now we apply the middle term factor. 18, product is 18. 18 needs to be divided into two parts such that this sign, difference of those two number is equal to 7. So 18 can be written as 9 and 2. So once you subtract 9 minus 2, you will get 7 and product as 18. So x square minus, in place of 7 we write 9 minus 2 into x minus 18 is equal to 0. So x square minus 9x plus 2x minus 18 is equal to 0. So from the first two we'll take x common, x minus 9 plus from the last two we can take 2 common, x minus 9 is equal to 0. So it implies x minus 9 x plus 2 is equal to 0. That is, from here we can say that either x minus 9 is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to 0. So either x minus 9 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to 9, or x plus 2 is equal to 0, it implies x is equal to minus 2. So 9 and minus 2 are the solution of the given quadratic equation. Let us discuss this problem. Use the substitution y is equal to 3x plus 1 to solve for x. Now whether this line is given or not, if suppose this equation is given to you, find the value of x or solve for x. If you remember in earlier classes when we used to do the middle term factor, we consider this as a p or x, something like this. So same here, it is given as 3x plus 1 is equal to y. So in place of 3x plus 1, we substitute y. So 5y square plus 6y minus 8 is equal to 0. It is given that use the substitution y is equal to 3x plus 1. So in place of 3x plus 1, we substitute y. Now we apply the middle term factor. 5 into 8, 40. So product is equal to 40. With sign it is minus 40. 40 needs to be divided into two parts such that their difference is 6. So 10 and 4. So once you subtract 10 and 4, we get 6. So 5y square plus 10y minus 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. 10y minus 4y is equal to 6y. So from the first two we can take 5y common. So y plus 2, and from the last two we can take 4 common. So we get y plus 2 is equal to 0. Y plus 2, both are negative. We are taking the minus sign common. So we need to change this sign also. So from here we get y plus 2, 5y minus 4 is equal to 0. So either y plus 2 is equal to 0, it implies y is equal to minus 2. Or 5y minus 4 is equal to 0, it implies y is equal to 4 by 5. Now we need to solve for x. That means we need to find out the value of x. Now when y is equal to minus 2, we are getting the value of y. And in the question it is mentioned that solve for x. That means we need to find out the value of x. So when y is equal to minus 2, it implies y is equal to 3x plus 1. That means 3x plus 1 is equal to minus 2. So if we take minus 1 plus 1 this side, that will become minus 1. Minus 2 minus 1 minus 3. So 3x is equal to minus 3. It implies x is equal to minus 1. Similarly, y is equal to 4 by 5. Y is equal to 4 by 5. That means 3x plus 1 is equal to 4 by 5. That is 3x is equal to 4 by 5 minus 1. 4 by 5 minus 1 means 4 minus 5 by 5. Or if you take the LCM, 5 LCM is 5. 4 minus 5. That is equal to minus 1 by 5. Therefore, x is equal to. Now x is in the numerator. When it change the sign, it will goes to the denominator. So minus 1 by 3 into 5. That is minus 1 by 15. So value of x is equal to minus 1 and x is equal to minus 1 by 15 are the solution of the given quadratic equation.